In today's video, I want to use this 2.3 elixir LOGBAIT cycle deck to push back to number 1 in the world. And yes, this video, we already got number 1 in the world with the new Electro Giant today. It's time to test out Mirror LOGBAIT because a ton of you guys were asking for that in the comment section. And we are seeing today if I'm able to get with this crazy cycle deck number 1 in the world. If you guys want to see more number 1 in the world live ladder pushes, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, using creator code mode in the shop is highly appreciated. I would say it's start to run. Let's get back the number 1 spot in the world. Here we go, guys, here in the game, and I would say we directly stuffed the for Ice Spirit and just dropped the Goblin Barrel right into him. I mean, Ice Spirit has a longer freeze duration, so it might help here in case the opponent doesn't have a log. I mean, he's gonna Firebolt, so at least we get, like, for 0 elixir, we get a bit of damage because, I mean, Ice Spirit plus Goblin costs also 4. So I'm just going for a Prince in the back and already kind of trying to cycle them. Okay, he plays his Ice Spirit, so it could be an Expo deck. Could be in Royal Giant. I'm just go for a Golden Knight here. Okay, what the heck is this, sir? Okay, I'm just gonna use my ability. Please come down, ability. Let's go. That was worth it for just one single elixir. I'm just gonna go for my log here. Okay, that was absolutely bad. Help! Please help me. No! That's way too much damage. Okay, I didn't expect him to play a Hog Rider. I didn't know a stack, honestly. So, honestly... yeah, that's a ton of honestly. Really bad start. Really bad start into this one. I mean, it should be still winnable. But for sure, it's not great. So I'm just going to play my barrel here. And this time, just go Ice Spirit plus barrel. Freeze comes down. Princess. Okay. Skeletons. And another barrel opposite lane. So I still have my tornado rating in case he goes in for... okay, he goes in for that, okay. If he uses some elixir on the left side, I'm just gonna barrel. I think I'm just gonna barrel now. Does he have enough for arrows? Yes, he does, okay. So I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit like this. Okay. So we have the tornado. Honestly, we should have a bad matchup there, but our start was kinda bad. So I'm just going for Princess here. I'm just gonna go for this here. And I'm just go for my Golden Knight. I'm just going for a barrel here. Let's go, Golden Knight, connect! Let's go. That's a ton of damage. Golden Knight is finally back. I mean, what means finally? Maybe some people don't want to see him back. So I'm just going for this here. He needs to Fireball that. That's what he does. I'm just gonna go for another barrel. He drops his barbs also. So I'm just going for Princess here. Golden Knight. Let's go Log. I'm just going for this here. Plus Skeletons. Didn't want to activate King or like go for the King activation because I think maybe the barbs would have blocked the Hog Rider actually there. So okay, he needs to go for arrows. So I'm just gonna go for I'm just gonna go for another. Should be fine. We're getting a ton of damage down. Underestimate the power of the... okay, I'm just go for a Nado here. Skeleton should finish that off. I'm just going for another barrel here and he's just crying because he knows he's in a horrible position. Okay. Just go for another Princess here. Let's go for another Princess here. Let's go! We got a Mirror Princess! Okay. I think honestly I'm just gonna go barrel opposite lane here. Okay, barrel gets the damage. I'm just going for a Golden Knight here. Because I can still go for a Mirror Barrel here. I'm just gonna tornado that. Don't really care about the one shot. I'm just gonna use my ability here. We got it to tower. Time to just barrel this. And barrel this again. I'm just go Prince at the bridge. Log. One hit Princess, please! And this is it. GG's, well played. Let's go. We got the dub. Really important win. Really well played. I mean, honestly, really solid matchup, but you still need to win this kind of matchup. And these are the decks we really want to face. We get plus 16. It's not enough yet, so we need one more game to clinch the number 1 spot in the world with 2.3 elixir LOGBAIT cycle. Here we go, guys. Next game against Pedro. I'm just gonna give him a good luck, and this is actually the game which could bring us to number 1 in the world. So let's just hope we get a good matchup there. I mean, you guys are hoping we get a bad matchup, and I can still show you how to win it. But I prefer, honestly, a good matchup would be also fine. So just go for my barrel here. Let's see, could be a mirror, could be a mortar deck. Let's go for my barrel here. Mirrored barrel, let's see what he does to respond. Okay, he goes in for a mirrored fireball. Came a bit late, so I'm just gonna drop my Skelly King here. I mean, I'm just gonna use my log. I really want to keep up my princess alive. Please, please, princess, please, let's go. Princess survives. And I'm just gonna use the ability because it still will get a ton of value. So he drops his goblin, his dark golem really late, and I think he's also playing a different bait variation. But we have the better bait variation. So this is a ton of damage. I also got number 1 in the world, I think like 2 or 3, 4 hours ago with this deck. So, yeah. I'm just going for the Ice Spirit plus Goblin Ball combination here. Okay, that's actually fine. I think I'm just go for a Tornado. Okay, that's honestly interesting. Oh, the Mirror Tornado King Tower activation! You have never seen that before in Clash Royale. Let's go. Okay. It's actually, I mean, it could be still Mortar deck. I'm really worried about Mortar because we don't have any Mortar defensive, but generally really good deck. Ice Spirit. And Barrel. Like to see that, love to see that. He drops his Fireball, Ice Spirit still connects. That's fine. For 1-0 Elixir, getting damage, I mean 4 for 4 and still getting tower damage. That's great. I think the play I want to do next is just dropping my Prince in the back. Princess in the back. I think I'm just going for my Golden Knight here. Okay. We're just gonna log this. Barrel, Ice Spirit. Nado. Just go Skeletons here. Ice Spirit. King Tower, please help. Thank you so much, King Tower. I appreciate it that you're not helping. Okay. I'm just gonna go Barrel plus Princess here at the bridge. And I think that's quite some damage, especially if the Princess gets another shot. No, it doesn't. But still a good amount of damage. Let's go for another Golden Knight here. So he plays, yeah. Skelly Barrel deck. I'm just gonna use the ability. I think it's fine, even if it's kind of early. So I'm just go for this. Princess like this. Okay. Oh, that's an absolutely crazy ability. Let's go. Okay, let's go for Skeletons here. Keep that alive. Ice Spirit. Another Princess coming down. Okay, I need to log this. Whoa, the Princess is still alive! Please, Princess, stay alive! What? Oh, he's so tilted. That's it. I mean, that's it. He can go for Fireball, but this is it. I cannot believe we got number 1 in the world with 2.3 Elixir. Goblin Barrel Cycle. This deck is absolutely crazy. You need to try it off. If you guys don't have Golden Knight, use Knight instead. It's generally a really good deck. I mean, with the Golden Knight, you have also a faster cycle, and it's like better to pressure. But you could also use a Dark Prince, a Knight, a Valkyrie. But generally, an awesome deck. Number 1 in the world with 2.3 Elixir. LOGBAIT Cycle. GG's well played. I would say we do 2 more games. I mean, I'm gonna do 1 more live game, not a grand challenge. Otherwise, or like afterwards, I'm gonna show you a replay against Elixir Golem because we don't have any big spells. So I could think that could be interesting for you guys. We have the best defensive games I ever had. So let's jump into that and let's continue the streak with this insane LOGBAIT Cycle deck. So guys, here in the game against it's Kratos. So good luck to him. I mean, Ice Spirit is always a good play. Prince in the bag, and you just have an awesome cycle of this deck, right? I mean, beatdown decks would be harder, but this is also why I'm gonna show you afterwards a game against Elixir Golem, because I mean, that was just one of the best defensive of my life. So the Golden Knight is putting in a good amount of work there. I think I'm just going for my barrel here. I always want to, like, the great thing is you can go in for the barrel, then play your Golden Knight, and you still have the barrel as your mirrored card, because you cannot mirror any champion. So I'm just going to go for a log here, using my ability, and it gets directly to the tower. And we just have such a cheap cycle. I don't know who got 12 wins with it, but I think a really great player. I don't really know who it exactly was, but it just shows how this deck makes it better. And I used a similar deck back then in the days when LOGBAIT was really strong with the Tornado. I mean, instead of Golden Knight, we had Knight. Instead of the Skeletons back then, we had the Goblin Gang. I mean, Goblin Gang kind of died, honestly. That's kind of sad to see. And instead of the Mirror, we had the Rocket. But yeah, This deck is just genuinely so good. So let's go for another barrel here. I mean, if he just has arrows, this is like... I mean, Zappies normally do really, really well against the barrel, but it's still 600 damage. He doesn't have his arrows anymore, and I could just go for Prince. Some matchups even makes more sense to... Okay, I'll just go Ice Spirit High. To mirror the Princess. So honestly, what I'm going to mirror in this deck, most of the times, 99% of the times, you're going to mirror the barrel, or like 90% of the times, and 10% the Princess against any type of bait deck. But also, in some situations, it's really great to activate to mirror your Nado, as you guys saw in the last game. So, yeah, that just creates a ton of damage. So I'm just going for another Princess here. Princess should clean up both sides. Please. What? Okay, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's go for another Ice Bird here. I'm just gonna go for another Golden Knight here. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Golden Knight is back. But you kind of need to remember, guys. Oh, okay, that was bad. When the Golden Knight dashes to tower, it's not gonna dash to another troop, so it's impossible, I think, to activate King Tower. I'm not 1% sure, but it's just like what I kind of saw earlier. Okay. Also need to be careful. I think it's tower down, but I still think we're fine. So you cannot go and like an example, your Dark Golem is here and a dash to tower. It's not gonna dash more than the tower. So it's not gonna dash on top of the Dark Golem, an example. So we just go for a Log here. I'm just go for another Princess here, getting it down. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go play my barrel here. Let's go. Princess. That's great. That's fine. Another Princess is coming down. Ice Spirit. Skeletons. Log. I think I'm just going to mirror Log here plus Ice Spirit. I think it's almost a flawless... Oh, wait, it's a flawless defense. Okay, I'm just going to play my barrel here. He's playing so well. I mean, his Thompson placements are actually quite good. Skeletons. Ice Spirit. Okay. Log, Skeletons, Ice Spirit. Oh, the barrel! The mirrored barrel. I mean, it's on tournament stats level 13. Ice Spirit. Golden Knight. Okay, Log. Another Log. Another Skeletons. Okay, I'm just go Tornado here. Ice Bird, Skeletons in case he goes Flying Machine Pocket. Please not, please not, please not! Yes! That was easy. GG.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
And I actually cannot show you the game, which I want to show you because I did so many games afterwards with this deck. So it's kind of unlucky, but I actually beat an Elixir Golem deck just because I used my Princess and mirrored the Princess and then tornadoed it. And actually the mirrored Princess level 16 in ladder killed everything. So don't underestimate Princess. Princess plus Tornado does actually kind of decent damage, especially if your Princess is level 16 or like in Tony's level 13. It's actually doing pretty decent job against any type of beatdown deck, especially or like at least on the on the backup. Golem would be way harder, but against Elixir Golem it's fine. So we're playing a Drill here. I mean, Drill kind of has a glitch right now. The Drill is faster than it normally should be. So let's go for my Golden Knight. He drops a Fireball. So I'm just going to go in for this here. I'm just going to use my ability. Honestly, well played by him. So I need to go in for my Ice Spirit here. Perfect Ice Spirit, perfect Log, picture perfect defense. I mean, this deck makes you better at Clash Royale, and also it just makes so much fun to play. So playing my another barrel here. So kind of switching up your barrel placements because, I mean, this Valkyrie placement is one of the best Valkyrie placements if your opponent goes in for a normal barrel, but we didn't decide to do that. I'm playing my Princess here. playing my Ice Bird here. And also this time, like, this is one of the sequences where I'm using another Ice Bird, like, mirror my Ice Bird just to kill the bomber here. Normally, you don't really see that often. I mean, you never see that, but in this situation, I think it was the best play. So sometimes in an awkward hand, the mirror really allows you to use a card 2 times. So your opponent is not able to bait out your cards. Also, sometimes it's great against any type of LOGBAIT deck to just keep your log, mirrored log, so not play any card there. So yeah, I'm just going for skeletons here. I'm just gonna cycle my barrel, I guess. Like, I just like mirror. I like having more. Maybe you guys have a different opinion because you're facing a ton of level 16 wizard and stuff. But let me know what you guys think about the new mirror change. I actually really like it and like to play with it. Also, the golden knight makes the deck even faster, as I said, because you have a 3 card cycle, so it's actually insane. Sometimes you have like every single second a new goblin barrel. As you guys can see, we use the goblin barrel here. I'm just gonna go for offensive tornado, and also this makes the deck so great. You can go in for the offensive tornado and just log on defense. So if your opponent has a skeleton army, you can just do that, and they basically just give up. And as you guys can see, I have like, it feels like every single second a new goblin barrel that goes through there. I beat any type of expert deck. I beat a ton of cycle decks like 2.6 because it's just absolutely insanely strong. I mean, this deck does really well against any type of control decks. Speed on decks could be tougher, like Lava Balloon. I think you cannot do anything. It's more likely a fun deck to use. It's not one of the best decks in Clash Royale, but it's actually a viable deck, and this kind of surprised me when I used this deck. So if you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future on the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, using Creator Good Mode is highly appreciated. Make sure to give a fat thumbs up on the video if you guys like, and also let me know which deck I should use next. Peace out, thanks for watching, and have an awesome rest of your day.